And going back to your freak question, does he got to be a
Mhm.
freak too?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I remember Oprah saying, "I wish I knew 50s was this good." The older I get, the nastier I get.
What's happening, Bertha Butt Boogie? Where my woman at?
What up, what up, what up? This is Mike, the philosopher, here with another ranking. This one is from Kendra G. Check this out, y'all.
Hello.
I finally got on here.
You look like your home looks nice. You look clean. Look, everything looks good. Hey, girl.
Thank you, gorgeous. Thank you so much. Everybody's driving me crazy every time you go live, and I tried to come on, and I said, maybe.
Why are they driving you crazy? Why they want you on my show so bad?
With social media, I guess they feel that I can possibly be found by someone.
Okay. Are you a social
other apps
media?
aren't working.
Are you a social media person?
Yeah.
What do you do on
I'm in the
social media?
Well, here in Utah, on a radio station.
Oh, okay.
It's crazy because I've been in the industry for 30 years, but I'm actually nervous right now.
You're nervous. All right. Well, let's get into it. What's your name, baby?
Onyx. My name is Onyx.
Onyx. Okay.
Let me say, I love the name. Onyx. Looks like Onyx. Her name is Onyx Monopoly. That's interesting. Onyx Monopoly. Anyway, yeah. Let's get into this. She looks nice. She got a nice home. She owns a radio station, but she's nervous with Kendra. That's interesting. Anyway, let's go back in.
Okay. Oh, maybe it's not. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was trying to slow down the comments. It went really fast. All right. Onyx, where are you calling us from?
I'm in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Salt Lake City, Utah. You have any kids?
I do. I have I've adopted kids and fostered kids, so I don't like to leave them out. But when you say you have like 8 kids, they're like, right. But I have so I have 3 adopted children, some foster children, and biologically I have 4.
4
of my own.
How old are your? I know you have all kids, right? So again, not excluding anybody out, but let's just start. How old are your biological kids?
I have 13-year-old twin boys, a 21-year-old daughter. She's in the military, deployed right now, and a 19-year-old son.
Oh, how old are you?
I'm 42.
42. You look great. Have you ever been married?
I have been married. All my kids are by the same person. I'm an ex-wife, not a baby mama. No shade. But I don't like being, I'm not a baby mama.
How many years were you guys married for?
We were married for 12, put together about 15 years.
I'll say slow mo chat. I tried, guys. I'll figure.
Married for 12, put together 15. So they must have been separated for 3 years. Finally got the divorce in the 15th year. So baby mama. She's not a baby mama. She is an ex-wife. That's that. You know what? And I know Kevin Samuels talked about this too. There is a difference. There is a difference. You know, someone who hasn't ever had, who was never married but got, you know, multiple baby daddies versus a woman who was with one guy, was married, and have all the kids by the same man. That's a difference. And I you know, that's an agreement that the women have to come to terms with, because, you know, I don't think all of them will accept that there is a difference. I'm not like you. I'm not like them women over there. I'm over here. And I don't think a lot of women dig the difference between the two. They don't want to come to terms with that there is a difference between an ex-wife and a baby mama. But yeah, you gotta differentiate, because there is a difference. Not just, I mean, to men too, that you're dating. That makes a difference. It speaks on you being dedicated to one person, and you being wifed up, really, and you making choices and decisions that were, I don't want to say were not reckless, but it shows that you're at least, or was, marriage minded, and you had the best intentions going into the relationship. So, and that's what she's looking for now. She's looking for, I believe she's looking for marriage. But let's go back in and see.
It out later. They're telling me to slow down the comments in the YouTube chat. I will try to figure out later. I thought I did it, but I guess I didn't. So I got y'all next show. All right, I'm sorry. Tell me one more time. You said you was married for how many years?
We were married 12 years, together 15.
Why did you guys get divorced?
I mean, he was a truck driver that, I'm gonna have my own accountability. I work a lot, and my goal was to be retired at the age I am now. So I just worked a lot, and he was a truck driver, gone often, and he was very intimidated by my industry. From the studio, late nights working with talent. He wanted me to stay at home. So he found women on the road that needed him in ways.
Yeah, he did find women on the road that needed him in other ways. You know, I see that a lot of women, a lot of modern women today, really focus on getting the money in the bag, but what they don't focus on is what their men are looking for, their husbands are looking for. I don't care if you own a radio station. I don't care about the late night. I'm a truck driver. I'm gone most of the time. So I need quality time with my wife. Somehow they have 4 kids. But he said, I need quality time with my wife. And you're gone all the time. You're chasing money. I'm chasing a family. I'm chasing happiness here. Money or happiness. You made your choice. Your choice is money. And you're willing to divorce me to still get that money. Well, that's not making me happy. So I gotta bounce. It happens. Women build up these fortunes and this all this money, and then they expect a man to be like, oh well, you know, that's what I'm looking for. No, I don't know many, if any, men that are looking for women and look to live off of their women and care about what they women make. They want happiness. And a lot of Western women nowadays aren't offering that. They're offering, I can get money. Well, that's not what I'm looking for, especially in a wife. Okay. Yeah, I don't mind that you make money, but the main reason I'm marrying you is for happiness with a family. Otherwise, we can be business partners. Let's go in.
It just
Oh
didn't work out,
no.
I guess.
Okay, didn't work out. All right. So let's
Yeah.
continue. This is Onyx, Salt Lake City, Utah. 3 adopted kid, 4 biological kids. So 7 kids total.
Yeah.
Are they all in your house still? Well, 21 and 19 are gone. How little are
No.
the adopted kids?
I have a 31-year-old I adopted when I was young. She was like a step cousin that I took
Okay.
in. And then my 26-year-old and another, how old is he? 24. Everyone's out of the house except the boys, the twins.
Oh, okay. So everybody's grown.
Yeah, except my 13-year-old boys.
Except the 13. So just 13-year-old boys live with you. And what do
Yeah.
you do again for a living, Onyx?
I do several things. I would say my greatest breadwinner right now would be my PPE business. So we provide medical equipment and personal protection equipment for the government, for military.
Okay. All right. PPP. So PPE.
Yeah, personal protection, COVID machines. Well, they kill COVID. Like, so we have machines that I normally have them somewhere in here, but they kill COVID.
They kill COVID. All right, let's do it. So, and what's your birthday or zodiac sign? Oh, how you said you're
I'm an
40?
Aries. My birthday is April 8th.
Okay, she's an Aries. All right, let's get to it. This is Onyx, Salt Lake City, Utah. 42 is an Aries. She has her own PPE business. 7 children, 4 biological, 3 adopted. She was once married. All right, Onyx, what kind of man you looking for, girl?
I'm looking to be found. I just want a good man that's a manly man, not not afraid of me or intimidated by me. I like to be not, I wouldn't say put in my place, but I don't like a man to cower. I understand.
Have men told you that they were intimidated by you?
Quite often.
Okay, quite often. So did they give you the reasons why they're intimidated?
I would probably say financially intimidating, but I'm not a woman. I've learned that in certain tax brackets, we're not going to find men that make what I make. So I let them know, look, just have your own. Don't come to my house. Don't leave mama house, come into mama house, because you can't drive my car. You're not going to move into my house. Have your own house, have your own car, but have a career and just be confident. That's it. It's very simple.
Do you want to give a ballpark or how much you make?
I make over 6 figures a month.
Whoa. Dost thou tempt me?
Over 6 figures a month. Okay.
And so I would expect a man to at least make 6 figures a year.
Okay, well, I guess that's a fair requirement. You make over
I think
6
it's
figures.
fair, but oftentimes, like I said, when they're intimidated by me, it's because of income. I'm not shallow, but let's be realistic. And I'm actually really outgoing. I'm really quiet right now. So I don't know why I'm so nervous, but I'm really outgoing and goofy. I'm a very fun person. So I want somebody that has a personality, because I like to pull pranks and do all kinds of things. So I want someone that has a personality, and that's just
I'm gonna ask you this question early. Do you want to get married again?
I love being married.
So
Let me say this. She makes 6 figures a month, so she wants a man to make 6 figures a year, at least. I actually don't think that that's unreasonable. I get it. This is one situation where I say I get it. You just have to have your own. She wants you to have your own house, have your own car, have confidence, be a manly man. Don't be intimidated by her money. She don't like men to cower. I don't know what guy is. I'm sure they're out there, but I don't think what she's asking for is unreasonable, actually. If she makes 6 figures a month, I don't think that that's unreasonable, and I don't think she'd be the type to emasculate a guy. She don't seem like that type. So, and she loves being married. She wants to be married again. And she loved being a wife. The question is, are we going to run into the same issues that your ex ran into, where you don't have time? You're going to be out at midnight and this, that, and the third, and we can't have our time, our quality time together. If I was her man, I would be asking that, like, what is has your schedule changed at all, or is it still the same? Or, the whole purpose of being in a relationship is to have quality time together. So if you don't have quality time, maybe you need to remanage some things before you start getting in the dating pool. That's what I would say. But I love the fact that she loves to be a wife. I love women like that, period, who want to be a wife, but you got to understand what being a wife is. And I don't know if she figured that part out yet, especially since she's, single now and probably had no incentive on changing her habits. I love being a wife. Do you like the title, or do you like the duties of a wife, or the time of or do you actually like what it is, or do you like the title of it? Because those are two different things. Yeah, you could be called a wife, and that's fine and dandy, but you have to put work in as a wife. And you have to listen to your husband. Yeah, obviously you didn't listen to the last husband. He stepped out on you. Probably wasn't all your fault. I get it. But you still have to get to a point where you want to be one. You see the error in your ways with your last ex-husband, and you want to be one now. So those are the things that I would be asking her. Let's go back.
So you said you want him to have his own house, his own everything. He can't move in with you. So what would happen in that dynamic? Are you moving out of your house, moving into his house? Like,
We would
how do you see
probably
that?
do something together, find some middle ground, probably a prenuptial agreement. It depends when we get there. Let's get there.
I said this before. When women got the bag, they fully believe in prenuptials. They be all about the prenups when they got the bag. I just find that interesting. And then when they don't got the bag and you got the bag, it's like, but you're setting us up to fail. You don't trust me. You can't be thinking about I've seen so many clips of women crying and whining about a prenup when their husband got the bag. But when they got it, oh yeah, we can. I mean, that was one of the first things she even mentioned. I'm not saying I'm even mad at her. I'm not saying I'm mad at her. If she making six figures, like she making over $1 million a year, I'm not mad at the prenup. If it's me, I'll sign it, whatever. But it became clear to me that women are so money conscious. When they don't got it, they ain't thinking about no prenup. They don't want to sign no prenup. But when they got it, that's one of the first words you're going to hear come out of their mouth. They're so money driven. It's and look, it's just in their nature. It's not going to get any better. So ain't no need in even complaining about it. But the thing is, it could be a little too important to women. So much so that they put the family, they'll take the money over family sometimes. They put it over everything. And that's not sustainable. Let's go back in.
Okay, but as in meeting him, he has to already have his own house and everything.
Yeah, just have your own. It doesn't have to be a mansion, but have your own. I don't want you to have 100 pair of Jordans and you live in an apartment. It just doesn't make sense to me.
So just to be clear, because I had a woman up here before that was financially stable, and she said not even you couldn't have an apartment to deal with her. So do you think could he have an apartment or he has to live in a house?
No, I want someone I'm 40, I'm 42. So I want someone who's financially literate enough to own a condo. Can you own a condo? Just have your own. I just don't. I understand people fall on hard times. I've fallen on hard times. I've been homeless before. But I believe that you have to invest in yourself.
You've been homeless? Wow.
And so I want someone that has enough sense to invest in themselves.
Okay.
Buy a condo.
Okay. So let's be clear. She makes over 6 figures a month. So her requirement for a guy is 6 figures bare minimum a year. And you have to be a homeowner in some capacity, whether you own your own house or you own your own condo.
Own a place in Georgia. It's affordable there.
All right, let's keep going. So what other attributes? You said you want to be found, but what type of attributes do you want the guy to have that finds you?
I like someone tall. You could be about 5 at short, 5'6".
How tall are you?
I'm 5'3.5".
Okay.
Outspoken, a lot of personality. Again, I don't like quiet men. I like someone that I can converse with and we can have a good time. I like to host people a lot, so I don't want a man that's sitting in a corner. If we're having an event, I want someone that's social. So I don't know, someone to match my energy.
Someone to match your energy. What's some deal breakers for you?
Living with your mother, several baby mamas, a lot of drama in your life.
I knew baby mamas was gonna be.
I just don't want drama. I like my peace. It took me a long time to get here. It took me a long time to heal. So I want peace. No chaos. You know, you can have an ex-wife, you can have 4 or 5, 6 kids, but if you have like 4 and 5 and 6 baby mamas, it won't work. That's just too many energies.
That's too many energies.
There's too much
All right.
personality. You know, I've been there, done that.
Oh, you dated men with multiple baby mamas.
Yeah, it didn't work out.
Didn't work out. Okay. So he could have kids, but just not by a lot of women.
Yeah, it's just too much.
Got you. So does
What's
he have to
too
look
much?
a certain way, Onyx?
I would prefer someone fit. I used to be a big woman and I lost 150 pounds, so I put the effort in. So I won't ask for what I won't give. So I would love to have someone fit. And if you're not fit right now, are you willing to get fit? Can we do it together? I'm okay with it because I've been there. But if I'm not, I don't want someone that's just laying around breathing on me. I'm too active and I'm a freak in the bedroom, so you got to keep up.
Whoa.
Oh, let's go right there with the you done brought it up. You're a freak in the bedroom, Onyx.
Absolutely.
Mercy, mercy. Damn it, mine eyes. Damn it, mine eyes.
So when was your last relationship?
2018.
So when's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Let me just say, that was kind of a surprise. I wasn't expecting her to say she was a freak in the bedroom. She don't come across, but you never know, man. Freaks come in all different type of personality traits. Some are obvious, some are not so obvious. Her husband needing her attention at night, and she just didn't seem like she was that freakazoid that she's kind of selling these days. So maybe that's why it came as a surprise to me. But all right, Onyx, if you're a freak, let's see what you got. Anyway, let's go in.
Last year?
You ever had sex in a year?
No. I don't want any spiritually transmitted diseases. Too hard to
Okay,
get rid of.
but when you get into your next relationship, you want to make sure that you can be the freak that you are.
Oh yeah, ask a lot of questions.
So you ask a lot of questions?
I ask a lot of questions.
Oh, what questions do you ask your
I
partner?
look like this in the daytime, but if we're together, I'm
What kind
terrible.
of questions do you ask about, I guess, when it comes to sex?
How disrespectful would you let me get? Because here's the thing. I've made mistakes before I learned to love my body. And once I learned my body, I learned to love my body. I learned how to please myself using your body. And I'm going to do a lot with our bodies together. And I'm going to do as much as I can until I pass out.
Whoa.
So I don't know.
Wow. Now I'm intrigued. I'm going to do what I can with your body until I pass out. One thing that happens when women, and this is, I don't know how known this is, but when women, sometimes they lose weight and they start falling in love with their new body, they do get freakier. Okay? They do get freakier to the point where they want to do positions and stuff that they couldn't do before. They want to do all kind of I ain't gonna get too graphic. I'm gonna just say that when they have a new confidence about themselves, they tend to, and like she's at her peak right now. She's at her sexual peak right now. So in her age, she's ripe for it right now. She's at her peak. She got her new confidence. She got her new body. You know, I'm not even sure why I was surprised. I mean, once I did the math, I could see that, yeah, it's possible she's a freak in the bed. And she said she will take your body and use it until she can get all she can until she pass out. That's pretty dope. I like that. Maybe I'll get into her DMs. Who knows? Anyway, let's go in.
It's gonna turn.
So let me okay, a couple things. Now you said you lost 150 pounds.
Yes.
Were you a freak before you lost the weight, or did you become the freak after you lost the weight?
After.
After.
See
so
that?
tell me
You-
why.
Yeah. Like I haven't seen this before. I promise you. I knew she became a freak after, and I knew it because when you get that weight loss, you get that new confidence, and then you want to just do. You even have the energy to do more stuff now. Okay, because you're not carrying so much weight, so you want to try everything new. I want to try everything new that I couldn't do before, and that's what she's doing. That's why I knew, because she probably didn't feel good about herself when she had all of the weight, right? So she didn't want to do a lot of stuff, and probably pretty shy in the bedroom. That's probably when she was with her husband. I bet you she lost the weight after she divorced, and her husband probably haven't experienced this version of her. That's just another guess. I could be wrong, because I haven't seen this before, but I'm not surprised that her, her freakiness came after she lost weight. And plus, like I said, she's at her peak right now. So it all just came to a head, and it was bound to get her turned up. Let's go.
You feel things that you didn't know were there. I mean, I gained weight having babies,
Okay.
And you just, being a mom and being a wife, and things just change, right? But after I lost the weight, a lot of energy came back. And when you sit on it and your stomach is not there, baby, you feel things inside your stomach that you didn't know. Like, wait a minute, hold on. I can ride and get head at the same time. Okay.
Yeah. See
Wait,
that?
what'd you say? What'd you say? You said you could ride and give head at the same time?
Yes, because you got more room. Things are out the way. Long story.
You gotta be real limber to do all.
Yeah. How can you ride and give head at the same time unless you in some kind of a threesome? I don't know. Y'all, don't put that in the comments. Don't put that in the comments. I don't want to know that. Anyway, let's go back in.
That. I have one more question. Hopefully it's not too invasive. Did you lose the weight the natural way? I know we're living in a time where we do all types of things to get the weight off.
I was losing it the natural way, and the company that I had, I did have a bypass because I had stomach cancer. Okay. And so I went and had a Roux-en-Y, but then ended up with stomach cancer after losing weight, and it was a struggle, Okay. So I've been through some things, but I did start the process of working out, hiring a trainer. I've done all of it, but then my boys came after I lost weight and had, the cancer came after them. But you can put the weight back on. People fail to realize because you have a bypass, you're not going to be skinny forever. I mean, I still got curves again. But I maintain this comfortable weight naturally now.
Okay. And going back to your freak question, does he got to be a freak too?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I remember Oprah saying, I wish I knew 50s was this good. The older I get, the nastier I get. I'm disrespectful and I'm horrible. I'm comfortable in my own skin, and I'm going to get it right. I'm going to get it right. So,
Dost thou tempt me?
I believe.
Wow, I'm a bit intrigued. I ain't gonna even front. I mean, she said in her 50s. I think she was talking about Oprah, but she said she get disrespectful. She gets nasty. Really? I'd like to know more. Let's go in.
Third time's a charm. I've been married twice, so when I get married this time, it's this for it. The second time was married an NBA player. It was like a fantasy. Like, oh my God, it was just more superficial. Great guy, but I was more obsessed with the fantasy. But this time I want to do it right, And what you're not going to do is cheat on me.
Was the NBA player your child's father, with your children's father?
No, he was my second husband. He was 9 years younger.
You're 9 years younger. How long did that marriage last?
In the bedroom for sure.
Say it one more time.
He definitely matched my energy in the bedroom.
So how long did that marriage last?
A year and a half.
Why'd y'all get divorced?
He was 9 years younger. I was, like I said, I was physically and sexually attracted to him. He was amazing guy, but we're just two different people because of the age gap. You know, it was fun being a cougar. He was a great guy. I just need someone closer to my age that's a freak.
Get an amen. Make it go a little faster.
Amen.
Thank you, baby.
And that has their stuff together. If you have 500 pairs of Jordan and you live in an apartment, I don't care how freaky you are, it's not going to work. Because it's freaky enough.
Wow.
Mess.
Look, Onyx said, listen, being the bedroom. So I was thinking about, I've been toying with that question, but good sex is imperative for you.
Absolutely. We have to, you know, it's not just sex. That's not the number one thing on my list. But let's be honest, it's very important.
Okay.
Right.
There was a question that someone paid to ask this question. So I'm trying to pull it up to get to it if I can, to the top of the comments. They're very mesmerized by you, especially since you went into a deep dive into the sex question, child. You know,
we're grown, we're adults.
All right, so let's go to that. What's your age range?
I think the youngest I would date is 36.
36? Okay, and what's the oldest?
46.
The youngest you would date is 46?
No, the oldest is 30. I mean, the youngest 36, the oldest is 46.
Okay, youngest is 46.
I don't want to go at the same time, not with me on top of him.
Does he have to be in Salt Lake, Utah?
No.
All right, I'm looking for the question. I can't find it, but I think I remember what it said. It was something to around the fact that because you make over 6 figures a month, why does it matter to you if he makes 6 figures a year? Since you're financially secure, why should that matter? That was something that was posing a question. It could have been from a guy or a girl. I can't.
Because I have children to take care of, still have your own. I want you to, I feel that that's a great compromise. I feel that's a great compromise. And I want someone to at least match me in certain areas. And the mistakes that I wouldn't say it's a mistake, but the lessons that I've learned, dating men that don't even make 6 figures, they're intimidated. I'm not Stella. I'm not catching every bill. I'm still a woman. You know, I want to go to nice places. I don't have to be.
I'm still a woman. Translation, I'm still hypergamous. Now, you would say, oh, she's not still hypergamous because she's asking for, you know, maybe 10, 12 times less than what she made. But she still has, like, if she wasn't hypergamous, she wouldn't, the 6 figures wouldn't matter, really. But what I guess what she's saying is, since the guy is not, the guys who don't make 6 figures feel intimidated by her, and she don't want a guy who's intimidated by her. Well, what if you get a guy who makes 50K who's not intimidated by you? That would be my question to her. If you get a guy who makes 50K and he's not intimidated by how much you make, you know, and he's got his own, he's not asking you for nothing, you know, what's the problem? Like she's saying right now, she's still a woman. She like to go to nice places. Okay, we can still go to nice places. But, you know, but let me be fair to her too. I still think it is a pretty good compromise for what, from where she is to what she's asking for. I think that's still a pretty good compromise. But that comment, I'm still a woman, that kind of hit home, because that's just like saying, you know, I'm still going to have a level of hypergamy because I'm a woman. But anyway, let's go in.
You know, the Ritz-Carlton, but I want to still somewhere feel comfortable and do nice things, and you're not intimidated. Okay. I think that's a great compromise.
I think so too. I mean, if you make, that means you make over $1 million a year, and all you're saying is he has to make what you make in a month for the whole entire year. I don't think that's a bad request.
Yeah.
Let's keep going though. All right, so this is Onyx in Salt Lake, Utah. She's 42, is an Aries. All right, so why do you think you're single?
I had to learn how to be soft. I was very dominant in my relationships, very controlling, very bossy.
I could see that.
Very emasculating and belittling. I had to learn just to be soft and to be respectful. And I learned that, being lonely at night is not fun. And you want to be treated how I want to be treated with respect, so I have to give it. And I wasn't giving it, so I found myself alone. And men don't care about our men.
That is a bar right there that she's dropping. I'm actually impressed with this woman because she seems very intelligent to me. Not just because she has a business and stuff like that, but because she doesn't seem to be afraid to put her ego out of her way to come to the right conclusion. Like she's seen that she was emasculating men and that wasn't working out. And she's seen that she wasn't given respect and that wasn't working out. And she found herself lonely. So she's made some changes in that. She made some changes in her weight. She made some changes and, she just comes off to me as a very intelligent woman. And someone that you can work with. She still has a bar or a level that she don't want to, you got to own a house, you got to make 6 figures. She don't want to go below that bar. But I think they're pretty good compromises. And, she's finding that she has to be more friendly, more respectful, and more soft in order to get what she's looking for. And I kind of wish a lot of women would look at it like that. Like, okay, I gotta change some things up. It's not working this way. And yeah, I got more money than him, but what good is it going to do for me to keep emasculating this man? Okay. And I respect that. I respect that she has a different perspective and a different outlook on things, and she redundant because some people ego is so big that they wouldn't even consider changing anything. They would actually say, "Oh, it's a bunch of broke ass niggas out here, and ain't nobody on my level." That's what they would say. That's what most of them would say. Instead of saying, you know what, yeah, I make $1 million a year, but I had to change some things. That just shows me intelligence on her side. But let's go back in.
I'm single.
When was your last relationship?
2018 with my second husband.
Okay, that was last time. So, not giving you no pushback. I don't think you have a lot of strenuous demands, especially for who you are. But is companionship more important than your list? Let's say you meet a guy who doesn't make 6 figures or lives in an apartment or whatever the case may be. Does the things of him being a homeowner or a condo owner?
I've tried all that. I've dated the men that live with their mom. I've dated. Dating doesn't necessarily mean you're screwing, but I've dated men who didn't have anything because the money doesn't define you. But for me to continue to do the same thing that hasn't worked is the definition of what. To repeat the same thing over and over is insane. So I need to try something different. That shit didn't work for me. It didn't work for me. So
you dated both, didn't you? You dated a basketball player, so I'm assuming he made millions of dollars. That didn't work according to you either, right?
He made decent money. He wasn't an A-list basketball player, but he made decent money. But I made more, and so. Okay. I'm still asking for, I'm being reasonable, and I find that men always want me to meet them down, it just doesn't make sense. Just because you don't make 6 figures, stop trying to make me feel guilty for wanting someone to make that much. I'm not saying make $1 million.
And and I'm not mad at her for that. Stop making me feel guilty for not wanting that. That's like, and she has a point. I mean, that doesn't work for her. That's like a guy, a 6-figure guy saying, I don't want any women that's over 250. And then this 250 or 300-pound woman come up and say, look, I'm still a good woman. And he like, look, I don't want, look, 250 is reasonable. Okay. I'm being reasonable asking for a woman less than 250 and you 300 pounds and you still want me to, like, that don't make sense. I've already been reasonable. So I get it. I feel her on that. I understand that. And I agree with her. If people's standards are at a certain spot, just leave them alone. Let them have their standards. And that goes for the men and the women. And I think what she's asking for is reasonable. 6 figures, own your own home, have some financial literacy, because she's an intelligent woman. I can tell already. So, if she feel like she's been in the bar as much as she can with 6 figures, it's like the man it is with 250. Look, 300-pound woman, stop making me feel guilty for wanting somebody at least 250 pounds. It's the same thing. So anyway, let's go back in.
A year, 2 million a year.
I got you.
I think it's very reasonable, and I learned to just stand my ground. I want what I want, and that's something I feel is very reasonable.
Listen, I totally get it. And the guess I'm asking from, it was a question that came from the comments. And then just it's the unfortunate thing with sometimes being a successful woman. When you make a lot of money, you might not have a lot of men that make the same amount of money as you, or the men that make the same amount of money as you or more might not want to be committed to one woman. It's like a lot of different things you have to ask yourself. So,
and I feel that's the perfect medium for me. The gentlemen that make way more, they have way more women and way more options and things that I don't want to involve myself with. Because I am, when it comes to loving someone, I love hard, and I'm not sharing. I don't. So I just want someone that I'm comfortable with, that I feel I don't intimidate, and that's comfortable with me.
Okay. All right. Last question. Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Because there's a million women out there and one of me. And I know that I'm very
Wait, say it one more time.
There are a million women out there, but there's only one of me, and I'm very, very unique. I'm very unique. I've not been compared to other women, and that's what I'm proud of. I'm proud of who I am, where I've come from, what I've overcome, and how I love.
Okay, we love it. We love it. This is Onyx, Salt Lake City, Utah. She has.
Normally, I hear women say, "Oh, because I'm easy to get along with. I'm a nice person." I actually liked her answer. I'm very unique. There's only one of me. That could kind of come off a little, some will say arrogant, but checking her stat line, I could see how she's right. You know what I mean? I could see how she's very unique. She makes $2 million a year. She's freaky in the bed. She's softening her side. She's not asking for too much. She's more respectful. She's she's a unique woman. I can see that already. All that being said, let me go ahead and give her a ranking. Check this out. And there you have it, the Kendra G interview with Onyx. All right, this woman was fascinating to me. As for her, so let me go ahead and rank her. Her face was okay. I gave her face 6.5. As for her body, I seen her body too. You know, she said she lost 100 pounds. You know, so I don't know how good it can be. I didn't see how bad it was. I just gave it a 6.5. As for her mentality, Onyx, she really impressed me mentally, man. This woman is brilliant. It's a brilliant woman. I gave her mentality a 9.5. All that for a total score of 22.5 points. All right, she's a brilliant woman. She got her own business. She seems to, you know, conquer everything she puts her mind to. Lost weight. You know, now she's just looking for that husband, and that's next on the list. She dominating in the bedroom. Probably a dominatrix too. And you know, it's like nothing this woman can't do. So hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.
You know, Maxine, all this time we have been together, and I still do not understand you. What do you care about?
Food, shelter, my career, and good sex.
Who you talking to? You say what they want but can't. I say what you think but won't.